Hello guys, I will show you how I set up my AI research. So how I write code locally on my computer with all of the AI IDE, AI help, and then execute that code on a cloud GPU, how to connect it, how to run it very quickly, or Google Colab, and how to do everything smoothly. First method, which I don't recommend, but it's easy. You go to Google Colab, you select here change runtime type, and you select T for GPU, and then whatever you code, you copy this code, Control A, Control C, you go back to your environment, you paste it here. So this is cursor, I talk with cursor, I talk with AI, I tell it what changes to make, and then after it's changed, I copy this code back, and then I just paste it here with Control A, Control V to replace everything, and then run. So this is one way. You can also paste this code directly into ChatGPT or Claude, but then it would rewrite the entire code. And this one is very long, so it could make mistakes or change things. So I recommend using like IDE here, where you can track what's happening and approve or reject changes. The second method is a lot better. I will show you how to run it on both free Google Colab GPU or a cheap but a lot better cloud GPU, whichever you choose. So this step is always same. So you go to your GitHub repositories and you create a new repository. You give it repository name, you maybe generate readme, you can select here Python for git ignore, and I recommend MIT license for fully open source, and then you say create repository. You can ask ChatGPT what any of these means if you don't know what they mean, or what GitHub is and how to use it, and etc. After you create a repository, I want you to clone it onto your local host. I will show you how, and on Google Colab. So we will make changes and edit in our local host, and then we will push changes to GitHub, and then pull them to Google Colab, run them on Google Colab, and that's how we will use it with local editing and then running on Google Colab. Or we will run it on a cloud GPU. It works same. So let's copy URL to our repository, and you can ask ChatGPT how to clone it, but I will show you one way I do this. So in cursor or any IDE, I'm gonna go here, click file. I know you don't see it, but I'm just clicking file and new window, and then clone repository here. If you don't have this, then you need to do a different way, like using a terminal, ask ChatGPT. But if you have this, you can paste your URL here and then click here, and after you click this, it will prompt you, it will open a window for you to select where to clone it. So after you select that, you can press, it will ask you to open that cloned repository in a new window. So just click yes, open, and it will open like this. So I have it here. So I will edit my code here. I will talk to cursor. Whatever I do it here. Let's say I just make like some changes, just some comments here, okay? Then I save it. And you can again ask ChatGPT how to push changes, how to commit and push changes to GitHub. But I'll show you, we can go here and then leave a message like comment, whatever. You will maybe read this later, but I don't spend a lot of effort. You see here, I just say fix. This is because I'm not working with other people, but when I start working with other people who might have to use this, or if I'm gonna have to use this, then I'm gonna put more effort into this. But it was just quick, trying quick, so I didn't put a lot of effort into comments. So I press commit, and then sync means like push. Or you can just go here and then push. Now on our GitHub, if we refresh this page, here we have our comment. I know I misspelled it, I see that I misspelled it, but we can also enter this file that we just changed. No, I didn't misspell it. Anyways, this is our change that I added, these two characters here. Now let's copy this base URL, okay, so not this blob, but just base URL. And let's go to Google Colab. I'm gonna create a new code cell, and exclamation mark git clone, and then paste the URL without anything after this. This is the name, the last thing, and then let's run. Make sure to connect to also like GPU if you want to use GPU. Then a new code cell, I need to put a %cd and then this name, because this is now the folder in which we need to enter. So if we go here in, you see, this is our new folder, so we need to enter this. So now we entered it in our workspace, and if I want to run this LLM.py file, which I want to run, so first I entered, so now we entered in that workspace, so now we can access this LLM.py. So I say Python LLM.py and then just run. And this should immediately start the training, it should run this file. Now, if I need to, so it's training here, if I need to make some changes here, let's say I make another change, I save. I go here, write some comment, push, commit push. So now it's on GitHub. Now I need to pull that change to this Google Colab. So I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna make a new cell, !git pull, and that's it. And you can run with Shift Enter. And you see now we have this new change. So it's very quick, it's very fast. And this is the best way that I know of. You make some changes, you quickly push, you instantly pull, and that's it. I think it's very quick. If you want to push from Google Colab to GitHub, I don't do that, but I will show you later in the video after I show you this other method, and it's gonna be same. And the best way to do this that I'm actually using is I'm just spending 18 cents per hour, 18 cents per hour for a lot better, faster GPU than Google Colabs. I'm using Novita AI, they have the cheapest 18 cents per hour, so I can click here GPUs or instances and create a new GPU instance. I will immediately change on demand to spot billing. And I'm gonna change template, and I'm gonna, because this spot billing is 50% off, and in my experience they will not interrupt you, because it's like you can get this 50% off, but we will use the GPU when we need it. But we will give you 1 hour in advance notice. But in my experience, they never interrupted me, so this just works. And here, change template. I'm gonna use this one, just search for this one and use that. I will just click deploy, and I don't need to change anything, just next, and make sure it's spot, and then deploy. So we will wait maybe a few seconds. Once you have it running, so you need to wait a little bit, I'm gonna go here connect, and you can connect to this command. But first we need to configure the public key. So copy this, you can click to copy, and then replace, so put your email here that you used to create the Novita account. To start a new console or terminal, you can go here, I know you don't see, but there is a terminal button here, or there is here on top here, you see this is the terminal. Or you can just search for terminal or console, or ask ChatGPT. Then go to your console. I'm just gonna start a new console and paste that here. I'm gonna just press enter to take defaults. I'm gonna overwrite. So we have this file, IDE 25519. I think you should get the exact same name. If you don't worry. I'm gonna just press enter. I don't want any phrase or anything, passphrase. So I just pressed enter to everything. And then I need to see my public key. So I will copy this part of the output. I need to show it maybe this name to ChatGPT. Or you can just copy this below. These commands are all in the description. So I think this one for my Mac. So I'm gonna say cat and this. You can write this manually or copy from description or copy from ChatGPT. I will paste it and run it in terminal. And now I will copy this entire, so this is our key. So all of this entire thing, including beginning, SSH, and the email. And then I need to click here settings to add this public SSH key. And just, this was my old one, so I'm gonna replace this old one and say update public key. And that's it. But you do this only once, and now you don't need to do this again. If your GPUs don't show, just click this refresh button here. So now every time you create a new instance, you just go here, connect, and copy this. And that's it. And then if you run it here, this is how it's so easy, it's so simple. You don't need to set up your key every time. And now I just say yes and press enter, and it's gonna connect now. There is, oh wait, is there password? Maybe only the first time you connect, you need this password here, just copy. But I didn't experience passwords, like it didn't ask me before. Maybe just the first time you connect with your key, and maybe never again. So I just pressed Ctrl V. It didn't show anything because it's not gonna show password in the console. I just pressed Ctrl V to paste and enter, or you can maybe click paste here as well. Now let's copy this again, the GitHub thing, and I'm gonna say git clone, and like this, paste it, and then just press enter. And now it's cloned immediately, so I'm gonna cd and start typing the name of our repository name, so AN, and press tab. It will autocomplete because this is the only name. And now I'm in this, so I can just python llm.py to run this, but I can just say like this, but it will say there is no datasets. So I'm gonna quickly show you you don't need to do this. I'm gonna say datasets and transformers. So we need these two things. So I made some changes in my localhost. Now I'm gonna push this to GitHub, and I'm gonna say git pull. So this is how we pull changes from your local host. Okay, now we pulled that requirements txt file. So I use this because it's very simple and fast. In this case, I will pip install -r requirements.txt. You will usually need this every time you start a new instance in new GPU, but it's fast because when you delete the GPU and terminate the instance, then it will like remove everything you cloned or installed, so you need to do this again. You can also connect entire IDE onto the SSH server, but I experienced a cursor and these AIs being very slow there. So that's why I code on localhost and then I just push. But if you want to try connecting entire IDE, then you need to go here into extensions and look for remote SSH. I already have it installed, so it's this one. Make sure it's this one. So this one. Then you have two ways of using it. So you can open this menu here and say Remote Explorer, or you can also press Ctrl-Shift-P and start saying Remote SSH Connect to Host, and then configure SSH host. And for me, it's this one. But so you can use either of these methods. But wait, I don't know if you can configure it on the sidebar. So you need to use this method to open this file to configure it. And if you get stuck at any point, you need to just ask ChatGPT. By the way, I don't do any of this. I don't connect it, but you can. This is just if you want to try. And then you see you need to basically put this command into this kind of format, which is actually very easy. I will leave you. You can copy this whole thing exactly the same because we have this URL here. It's same as this URL without root. So this URL, we just need to copy this, change this port. It's every instance has its own different port, and now everything else stays the same. We created this file, so now I can maybe refresh this and then connect, and now this will connect. Okay, it doesn't connect for some reason. The reason it doesn't connect is this was different, so I need to copy this part here after the root at, and I will paste it here, host name. I'm gonna paste it here, and then I'm gonna connect, and now there is no error. It starts to download. Let's copy this password again, and I will paste it here, press enter. and that's it. It's going to ask you for the password, right? By the way, if it doesn't ask you, then you don't need to do it. Okay, and then we can open folder, but after this starts downloading, you can click open folder. You'll see you are connected, and then you can choose your folder that you cloned. But I will interrupt this because I don't need this. So that's all I do. Now I'm gonna show you how to contribute from this remote to GitHub, which I don't do, but maybe it's very rarely. To connect it to GitHub so you can push from SSH to GitHub, you should find this github.com/settings/keys. You can just type this as well or click the description below. Then you need to run the same key generation command on your remote cloud GPU. So go into the terminal where you connected to the cloud GPU. Here I'm a cloud GPU, and I'm gonna run the same command. You can find it below the description. I'm just gonna press enter. Everything same command as generating. Okay, and then show this key as well. I will just copy it. Once you copy it, here in GitHub settings keys, create a new key. Whatever the name is, just for you, it doesn't matter. And paste your key and click add SSH key. Then go back to your cloud GPU and run this command, ssh-t git@github.com. I'm gonna leave it below as well. And now you successfully authenticated. So now we have the key on the GPU, which we connected to the GitHub. And before we had key on our local computer, which we connected to the GPU. Then you need to set the user who's gonna be pushing stuff onto GitHub. So just copy this command below. Also, we have git config username and then your name. I think it doesn't matter. Maybe it does. I'm not sure. Maybe it has to be same as GitHub name, or maybe it doesn't. I'm not sure. And then git config user email, and maybe I think this has to be same as GitHub account email that you are pushing from. So paste these two commands and that's it. So that's it. Now, because we cloned this repository from GitHub and we seeded into it, now we have GitHub repository initialized, everything is initialized, everything works. From this point on, you can do the classic git init, git add, git push, but you don't need to initialize here because it's already in a repository. I think we don't even need to set like the URL, but here I'm gonna run this command. So git remote set URL origin and then git@github.com. So I'm gonna put my repository here. I'm gonna leave this command below, but I think you don't need to run this because this will already be automatically set because you just clone the same like repository, so it will push to the same repository you cloned. But I'm gonna leave some commands below for you to help yourself, and you can copy them to ChatGPT to ask what they do. And any error you can also copy to ChatGPT. This is also how you can push stuff from Google Colab to GitHub. I'm gonna create a quick txt file here just to see like if this works. So I'm gonna git add dot to add all of the new changes, git commit changes txt file, whatever. I'm gonna send a message and then git push. So make sure, I think it will automatically work. You don't need to like set the remote URL because it will work because you already cloned it. Let's see if it works here. It looks like it's pushing. It looks like it worked. So now in my local host, I'm gonna go to my GitHub and here 3 dots and pull. Okay, so that's it. We have new examples txt. So that's it. It works. Now GitHub. Now we can push from remote to our local and to GitHub. That's it, guys. Once you generate key for Novita for your SSH GPU, you just click here connect, copy this and run this in your terminal, and that's it every time. You don't need to generate key. But if you want to connect GPU to GitHub, you need to generate key every time and connect it because it gets deleted every time because it's on GPU and it all gets deleted. Okay, and once you finish, you can say stop to pause or to terminate. I'm going to terminate now.